Okay, so this is our video on how to print report cards from ReportWorks for grades. Right now, K through 5, but it'll also be preschool and pre-K in a second once we get those done. What you're looking at is you're looking at your start page, obviously. ReportWorks is what we use to print the report card. So when I go to ReportWorks, you'll see that we have the 1st through 5th grade standards report card with attendance, and then you have a kindergarten standard. It's a little bit different on the format, so obviously you use the one that you need. So when I click on this report card, it's going to take me to this screen. And this screen has all the information that you need to put in. ReportWorks is a system where you tell it exactly what you want, and it pulls it up and puts it onto a template. So what we're looking at is you have your report card. This is going to be the published date, obviously, that we put it out the first time. So the effective attendance end date is going to be the last day of the year. So we're going to take our attendance all the way to June 20th. Now, depending on the grade you're pulling a report card for, when you pull these report cards, they have to go by grade. So you can either pull an individual student, if you select the student first and you have them, or you can pull an entire grade, or you can pull an entire class. So right now, if I wanted to print out the whole 5th grade, I'm at Amos 1, I would just take 5th grade. I would select it here as well. When it comes down here, it's the store code. So now it's asking me which quarters do I want on the report card. So if you scroll down here, you're going to see this is our school year. So you're going to see quarter 1, and you can hold down shift and go down to quarter 4. So now it's going to give us all 4 boxes on the report card. Right now, because I selected 5th grade, it's giving me 37 students in the current selection. So I check that. Again, this will be whatever you select. It could be 1 student if you just want to print 1. It can be a classroom if you just want to print certain teachers' grades. It's up to you. Okay, I'm going to skip this part for a second, but I'm going to show you that the enrollment dates obviously are going to be the first day of school. So for us, that was August 27th. The last day of school is June 20th. Okay, so and then we want to print double-sided. Now, this is the tricky part. This is why I wanted to make this video. What you're doing now is you're selecting the standards that are going to appear on the report card. So in this example, we chose 5th grade. So what I need to do is select all the 5th grade standards that go on the report card. Now remember, what you see on this list are all the standards all together. On the report card, though, only the major domains show up. All right, so let me show you a document I'm going to send to you guys with this attachment. And what you'll see is on this document, it gives you each standard that needs to go on the report card for each grade. So here are the kindergarten standards, 1st grade, 2nd grade, and it gives you the indicator and the name and all that stuff. So for 5th grade, I need these. These are the math standards. So there's 5 math standards or 5 math domains, and there are 6 reading. Also, there's social emotional growth. So each report card, no matter what grade, is going to get these 8 social emotional growth standards. And then science and social studies are on every report card. And then depending on your campus, you may or may not have PE, music, art, or Spanish. You need to select whichever ones you do. Okay, and you're going to get this as an attachment on my email. So back here. Okay, so now I'm in 5th grade. So what I do is I go to the bottom because I like to use the shift button. So this first one is Spanish. These are the 8 social emotional growth. It's in alphabetical order, so it's kind of awkward, but you'll get used to it. If you hold down shift, that gives you all the social emotional growth, science, social studies, and Spanish. Now what you have to do is scroll up, and this is where it gets a little tricky. The next one we want to have is PE and music. So they are stuck in between these pre-K standards right here. So I hold the control button down. I got music and physical education. Then I am scrolling up to now get art. Art is going to be the first one here. So now I have all my specials. Now I need to go to 5th grade, and it goes by the numbers. And based on that document I'm attaching, you'll see that it's the actual domain name. So you'll see this 5L is language. All these are 5Ls. These are just substandards. Then there's foundational skills. There's informational text. There's literature, speaking and listening, writing. Then it jumps over to math. So we have geometry, measurement and data, numbers in base 10, number and operations and fractions, and algebraic thinking. Now we're done with that. So we have them all. I always double check. Like I say, I've done this so many times now, you'll get used to seeing them all But we want to make sure you have every standard, because once you run this report, if you forget one, it's going to come out on all of them. You got to run it all over again. So I got my dates. I got double-sided. I got my standard selected. I have the quarters selected for 4 quarters, grade 5. My date for attendance, and we're good to go. So now we're going to submit, and takes a second. It goes to the queue. You know, we can hit refresh on this a couple times. It's going to take a second. Now it's running. I'm going to hit refresh again. It's still running. Let's refresh again. I waited a couple minutes, but let's refresh again. It's still running. Takes a couple of minutes because it's a big file. Still running. Okay, I just went to the bathroom, came back, and it's still running. Alrighty then. Still running. Okay, so I hit refresh again. Now you'll see that this took in real time about 3 minutes, 4:36 to 4:39, but we have completed it. This is a document. So if I click on completed, it's going to ask me if I want to save it or open it. At this point, I will open it, because if you have a mistake, you don't need to save it yet. Once it opens and pops up, you will see the report card for each student in your grade. You can double check. Now, we have confirmed that if there's a blank space, it's because the teacher does not have anything in the grade book. We have everything working, including the comments. All right, so now you have a document with all your 5th graders. You can save this document. Obviously, you know how to do that. You go to File and Save. Actually tells you to make a copy somewhere around here. Where is it? Oh, yeah, Save As, and you save it as a PDF. And then you can print it out from there. So that's how you pull a report card on ReportWorks for the CAP standards-based report card. And oh yeah, one suggestion, like I said, I would save this file. I don't know if you guys are going to print out every report card and put them in folders, but I would at least save the file so you don't have to go through the process of running it again. You can save it and pull it up and just print certain pages, whatever you need if someone asks for a particular one. Okay, that's it.